Lagos. Hello, Nigeria. It is such a big pleasure to be in the driving seat of the safety train on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. I hope traffic is going serere, as my people would say in the studio. Fayo Williams, your you make their neighborhood safer. That is the topic we're taking today. We're looking at how young people can make their neighborhoods safer. And my guest is a visionary digital economist, a technology strategist, and data scientist. If you want to learn book and hear book, today you are going to hear all the book in this world. This CV plenty. Let us continue. He's renowned for pioneering innovative solutions that bridge sustainability, technology, and economic growth in Africa. As founder and CEO of Eco Africa Global Solutions, he leads the development of the Eco Platform, which is a transformative ecosystem for verified data. He's also the driving force behind Tech for Good Africa and the Africa Technology Leadership Academy, empowering leaders across energy, media, data, design, and digital sectors. Lagos, join me in welcoming Samuel Efosa-Austin.
Hello, ma'am. It's so good to be here. I'm very excited. It's the book part for me.
It's the book part.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Samuel. And in case my people don't recognize where you're from, I want you to rep your area, area, how it is, okay. Your origin, by speaking one or two words in your own lingua franca. That's our culture on Safety Train.
God will help me on this one.
God has helped you already. You are here.
So my father is Delta and my mother is Yoruba. So in Delta, I think, because this one we used to do it every morning.
All right.
It's Migwo.
Yes. Papa Migwo.
Yes,
Okay.
So
okay.
And in Yoruba, I think is a
castle. No, in the morning. In the morning is a caro.
This one is a castle.
But this is a castle. We are at 4:30.
All right. I think I can speak a bit of Yoruba. Thank God.
I think this man got a pass mark. Don't you think so? Thank God. Thank God for that. And just before we jump into the topic for today, I would like to remind us all on the disease alert from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention. We have a disease identified as chikungunya. Yes, chikungunya this is a public health advisory, from the NCDC. There's a recent epidemiological report, which means the thing is going round and round, like COVID went round and round, okay? That is what we mean by epidemiological. And it was explained that it's a viral disease transmitted primarily by mosquitoes. So please work with everyone in your family to prevent mosquito bites by using your insecticide-treated mosquito nets, applying your insect repellents, wearing long-sleeve clothes, and eliminating stagnant water around homes. We are going to remind you again, Ki Ekuilegboko Sofunto de Chikungunya is the new disease in town. And the results is very, very debilitating because you tend to have fever with joint pain, and that joint pain can last for a long time, so it's better prevented. So back to you, Samuel. We're talking about the International Youth Day. How the ideas, actions, and initiatives of youths can give us safer neighborhoods. So my first question to you is, what safety concerns affect our communities the most?
Thank you again for having me. I'm really excited to talk about this topic. And I think safety is a very, very big part for the youth. Very huge, broad topic. And as a digital economist, we know that some of the things that are happening with economy movements, when I walk through Nigeria from Lagos to Warri to Abuja, I see this common thread. People's dreams are often slowed down, not because they can't achieve it or they're not dreaming, or because they lack ambition, but because they do not feel safe enough to pursue these dreams in their location. The concern ranges from petty theft, street harassment to drug abuse, hotspots, unsafe public spaces without lighting. One of the other day I was driving home, the rain was really heavy.
It was pelting down.
And I couldn't see through my car.
Wow, I hope you parked.
I had to.
Yes, that's a safer thing to do.
No lights on the streets. But beyond these statistics that we're looking at, the issues are sort of deeply personal, right? They're about a mother who is hesitating to let her child go outside because there's already, she knows that if I let this child, if I let this child walk to school, something's going to happen. So I think it's even an internal thing. We have young entrepreneurs who they'll close their shop early, and because again, if I leave my shop open, I can get robbed. We have elderlies that are afraid. I know back in the days we used to see elderly people just hang out in the evenings, just hanging out outside
at the street corners, and they tell us stories, and they give us biscuits, little things,
These things are not happening anymore. So it's safety is not just about crime rates anymore. It's more about the dignity of feeling secured in our
deep
own
down,
in our own home. Yes, I should.
And in the neighborhood.
Yes. So I want to just leave that concern that is affecting it, that is not even really about the statistics, because you see crime anywhere around the world, but it's really about the feeling that we're having inside as young people now, that is even safe for me to be outside. Is it even safe for me to drive my car? Is it safe for me to drive my father's car? Because I might be driving a bigger car, and because it's that, I can then get even harassed by the police, so there is already an internal thing that even just the statistics, because I don't even think, if we look at statistics of Nigeria, I don't think we have much crime as even we have abroad.
Exactly.
Yes,
but the fear, that's ingrained fear.
Yes, it's already there. It's already there.
And when I was young, I had a friend in every house on my streets. It was as bad as that, because I used to talk a lot. That's why I ended up on radio. And I had a friend in number 1, a friend in number 3, a friend in number 5, a friend in every house. I doubt if neighbors know themselves that much anymore.
Not anymore. I didn't even have that chance to do that.
You didn't have that chance either.
If I stepped out of my house when I was younger,
is different from
my
generation.
father, I will get a beating.
Where are you going to?
The fear has been ingrained already,
which is such a pity, because all I had was the rule: you had to be home by 6 p.m. So that was the rule, and you needed to finish your homework before you stepped out. So there are a couple of rules that guided us, but you could play. At the Oyes, at the Akibodes, we just had people all over the street, the Mishores, we had loads of people, that we could go to their houses, they could come to our house, and we had so much fun. And that has changed.
It has.
Now, let's quickly invite our listeners to join this conversation. You can dial 0809 9120777. You can send a WhatsApp message to that number as well, or in the alternative, you can dial 091 5387 7127. Join the conversation. It's been the International Day for the Youth, 12th of August. What is happening with our youth? How much freedom are we able to give them because of the issues in the community? Do we have a caller? Okay, it did sound as if we had. Blessed John the Blessed. I am surrounded by John and Samuel today. You can see him very safe in the studio. So let me quickly go to the next, or we'll take an update. Let's take an update first. Thank you.
All right, we got traffic updates from the Okiodo corridor. It says we have good vehicular movements from Super Katangwa inward journey Ilepo to Ogundare Junction, all the way to Pleasure. Likewise, at the return journey from Pleasure inward Ilepo, all route Super, all the way to Ojoba is not a bad one. Underneath Jubilee Bridge inward, where there is a traffic light alternation, inward Charity intersection, we have another traffic light alternation to Aperture and Charity Road to navigate Social Club and Olaiwola, and I can tell you it's in good shape. It's a good movement inward and outward Jubilee Bridge. That's inward and outward of Jubilee Bridge, Abulegba. At the Mobile, inward Awori, U-turn, Amadia all the way to Ijaye is good. Movement from Mirakola, Lakuko, all the way to Ajegule on the toll gate, I can tell you, is also very beautiful. But there is an impediment at the toll gate end. It says the owner is, the impediment is still on ground, but it's not a bad one. Talk about traffic flow. There's a good movement from Ardura, Castle, Kola, Mosholashi, Abukon, Alakuko, all the way to Ajegule via MJ. All right, so, well, let's leave it here. We'll come again or return again for more traffic updates. Safety Train continues.
Thank you for staying tuned to Safety Train this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And while we wait for your call in, I would like to remind you that I have Samuel Efosa-Austin with me, a guy who's double-barreled. He has one foot in Delta State and another foot in Ogun State. Awesome. And he has been telling us about the ingrained fear that the youths have when it comes to, venturing into the community. They're not as free as they used to be. And this looks like a rationale for Jakpa. I don't know whether this is a bit of rationale.
Yes,
it could be.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say I'm leaving.
I'm leaving because I don't feel safe.
Yeah,
huh?
I moved back.
Okay, we have a caller.
Oh.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Oh, what a pity. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Elder Tewogbade. Thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, so you've heard the voice of Samuel Efosa-Austin telling us about how elders used to be within the neighborhood, sit at the street corners, but now, Miss Elder Tewogbade, it looks as if you are inside your sitting room or you are not outside.
You're not outside.
Yes.
What is happening?
What I can say to this, I will advise our experts
Okay.
to always advise our government on the next step to take for advancement.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yes, you want the experts to advise the government. So before he leaves, we'll ask him for some recommendations today.
Absolutely.
We surely will. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
sir.
once again for calling in. Elder Tewogbade is a regular caller to Safety Train, and we appreciate his interest and zeal to always contribute. So let's go to the next question. Against the backdrop of a particular community in the middle belt of Nigeria, the women there insisted that even the law protection agencies, the soldiers, should leave the community. And they did that because they felt these people were not helping them. Even though another segment of that same community have been fighting that no, they should not leave. It brings us to this question: how can young people work together to address these safety, security concerns that you have outlined? How can they work together?
And that it's a very, very positive question to even ask at this time. I believe that young people are not just the leaders of tomorrow; they are the co-builders of tomorrow.
Exactly.
And
they shape tomorrow for us.
And we've sort of put it in their mind that they are always just the leaders of tomorrow. So they always become very individualistic in the way they do things. So imagine if we had every street had a youth.
Let's just emphasize that. Imagine if every street had a youth safety circle.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So a group of young men and women committed to mapping all the unsafe spots. They are organizing night watch rotations. They're hosting awareness drives to tell people about their location. They're even liaising with the local authorities. The key here is collaboration. It's about uniting across religion, cultural, social lines with one shared mission. And that shared mission is our neighborhood deserves peace
and safety,
yes,
and security.
Yes. Because I think that even in peace, you have that safety and security inside of that.
Exactly.
It has to be that we deserve this. We deserve to have that peace, and technology can help. You know,
okay. Yes, go on to that. How can technology help?
Group chats,
yes,
location alerts, and even community-based apps can coordinate these things.
These things for us.
We're already seeing apps in estates for you to be able to allow somebody come in.
Oh,
they
yes,
need to add
that's
more
right.
to those apps.
We need to add more.
Yes, they need to add more to those apps. They need to create WhatsApp group that if something's happening immediately, everybody's getting it instantly.
All
and
right.
so on and so forth.
It's like we have another caller. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to your guest. This is Dr. Busari.
Dr. Busari, thank you so much for calling in.
Well, thank you, madam.
All right.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic you've actually, brought forward.
Okay.
And like your guest did say earlier, at least in those days, even our parents that were polygamous, our daddies that were polygamous, you will see that a wife amongst the wives will be taken as a mother by other wives' children.
Yes.
They will prepare food and they will be able to eat. There will be no that fear of being poisoned.
It's not there.
But I think later some kind of mistrust began to creep in. And probably because as a result of civilization, people traveled and stuff like that. And now you now begin to look at some other people and the fear of being dominated. And then again, the issue of insecurity. And again, I think the society, the way we are looking at it, we want to get rich at all costs. That craziness to be rich. All those kind of things.
Thank you so much, Dr. Busari. You're very spot on with your contributions, and I'll make sure that I think Samuel has a word to say about this.
Yeah.
Probably off air. Thank you, Dr. Busari, for calling in. You are appreciated. So, Samuel, what do you have to say? He said that distrust has crept into the society, and the misplaced values, this money, and go hammer, kind of thing is part of what is fueling it. Do you agree?
Yes, I totally agree. And one of the things is if you don't have economic balance, you don't have peace in your heart. I want to be able to eat. So you're looking for money. And then when you go that route of looking for money, you forget the fact that even everybody else is around you that's going to help you make the money.
Exactly.
So there's a whole and I'm still sticking to that fact that the problem that has to do with security is not a outside statistic thing. It's a mind thing. It's internal. If even if crime was happening outside, but me and my people on my streets know what we are doing, it won't come there.
It won't.
It will be. We know how we do things here.
Exactly.
So it's a mind thing. When you just think of your nation, you think that somebody's going to bully you when you come outside. Wow. Somebody's going to shout at you. You just want to be inside. You just want to stay inside.
Exactly.
Even on Sunday, I was in church and I was talking to one of the guys in church, and he said to me, he was like, when we were younger, our parents used to tell us, be quiet, sit down there. And they will tell you, oh, don't you see that other guy? It's very quiet and chill. So they've started to instill fear already in the minds of the young people, that where the young people are now is that they are looking for places to just be free. Because the opposite of the fear is supposed to be love, boldness, sound mind. But now they think that the opposite of fear should be freedom. Let me just have my way.
Oh my gosh. Do we have any other caller? This is a very interesting topic. You can send a message to 080991207777 so that you can join this conversation. Now let's go to another angle. How can local businesses and schools partner with youths to improve safety? You spoke about collaboration. It seems to be the new oil now, because nobody is a silo, can live in a silos. We need that. So how do you think that can happen? That linkage, that partnership, that collaboration.
I think even before we bring the businesses into, we have to have a structured system. At the moment, we have a very unstructured system when it comes to things like what are the clear roles that even I as a young person can play in volunteering for my streets, for my location, and then what are the reporting channels I can use? There's no 911.
No, there is 112.
There's 112.
Yes,
okay.
there's 112 and 767.
We have to make those channels even more accessible.
Accessible, yeah.
Yes, but even the structuring of it now to integrate that into our police and civil defense system. Like, for example, just giving that topic about the soldiers being sent out. I'm sure that even if the soldiers were there, there probably was not a way to communicate to them that this is happening in this place.
And not be easy.
You know,
and it will now seem as if they arrived late, or they were inept, or something.
So there's no structured system. But then even how can local businesses even then being partner and make this happen? I think local business benefit when all the communities are safe.
Exactly.
And so they need shops to stay open longer.
Exactly.
Customers need to feel confident when I'm coming to your shop. Economic lives need to thrive. So businesses can sponsor some of these safety things.
These like safety initiatives.
Safety gears, lighting up project, even training programs on how do you, like, for example, I'm here now. I've been back in Nigeria 5 years and I did not even know 112 exists.
You see?
It should be everywhere.
It should be.
I should be seeing billboards,
awareness.
Not billboards of Davido. I should be seeing billboards of 112. Call 112 if you're an issue. Let me know if you're an issue.
Let's pause there and take the last traffic update.
Well, let's check out Okeodo one more time. It's a good movement all the way from Super down to Tollgate. You have nothing to worry about. And then the return journey from Tollgate all the way back to Abulegba corridor is also not a bad one. But the earlier reported impediment at Miro is still on ground, but effort is on to have it off the road. And then the Mota corridor, the inner part of the corridor, it still looks very good as well. And so, safety trains continues.
Thank you once again for staying tuned on Saturday and for not touching that dial, because the conversation is just getting hotter and hotter even as we wrap up this evening. Samuel, I just have to ask this question. You know, what small changes can make a big difference in neighborhood safety, and can technology, help in any way?
So I've mentioned that with technology, there's a lot of ways that we can do that. I really wish that we had a system like China where everybody's on the same integrated system, like a WhatsApp, where we can all see what's happening, or even create like a local government type of softwares. Every local government should have their own. So when you come into that local government,
they have their own app.
You can just know what's happening there.
You can even ask for assistance.
Yes, you can ask.
I need some Gary. I need some Gary.
Something like this.
My local government.
There you go.
Send it to me.
Or you have your local government AI. That you can chat to ask what is happening in this local government so far.
What is your rate for TV and radio?
There you
because
go.
That one keeps on changing all over the summer.
We definitely can integrate technology into it. But I want to focus on the small changes, because sometimes we focus on the massive infrastructure that changes everything. But I would say there are little interventions like installing solar lights.
It's true.
Just small things in a dark alley. Painting.
Take that. Cost that much.
Because it's the feelings of people. So if there's street lights, I feel better. If there's zebra crossing just painted on the road, I feel like I can let my children go outside because they can cross now, and people would, allow them to cross the road to get to school. Training 5 young people on first aid.
That's true.
Because some of the things is, if an accident happen now, who is going to help before ambulance comes? But if I know that people are getting trained on first aid, I would also feel more confident that if something happens to me, somebody should be able to give me some first aid. So every simple, even simple street cleanups reduces hiding spots for crime. Because cleanliness is next to godliness.
Exactly. So and we were just talking about a disease right now. So we really need to practice this cleanliness to get these diseases.
The whole point of even the small changes is that when small changes are visible and frequent, it sends that message to everybody that this community is watching and we care about what is going on.
Exactly. And we're up to the task.
Yes. And when young people start to see that, they start to say, okay, I can be safe here.
Exactly. I can contribute my quota.
Yes, I can do something more. I can see you people are doing something.
Exactly.
Let me join in now.
Why not?
I think that's the strength that will come from.
That is the strength. And final thoughts or final question. How can young people measure the impact? Because you're a data scientist.
Yes.
And we know there's a dearth of data generally in the country. So just in 30 seconds, how can young people measure the impact of their safety projects?
Okay, so measuring impact is you have to know your baseline. So
what's going on right
yes,
now?
How many incidents are happening before we started this initiative that we're doing now? How many after has happened after we start this? You know, we'll take the example from Bill Gates trying to eradicate polio from Africa.
Yes, that's right.
But by last year,
it's gone down.
Last year, globally, there was only 33 cases. We're talking from thousands. Globally, 33 cases.
That is impact.
But that's tracking the impact.
Yes,
but the
right.
baseline is polio. But if you now wanted to do it in Africa, baseline, is it theft? Baseline, is it this? And track when we put our initiative, what happens? Are businesses reporting more customers?
Exactly.
This survey, incident logs, even visuals before and after, documentation. This place was dirty like this before, now it's like this. This place didn't have street light before, now it has street light. Challenges will come from funding shortages and apathy, but overcoming them requires us to be very flexible about how we're doing these things. And if one strategy fails, we just pivot to another one. We don't want people to just lose interest, so we need to just be doing small things, and then those small changes will go into big impact changes.
And that is the final word I'm going to be able to take from you, Samuel. We need to continue to do the small things, small initiatives that can snowball into bigger things later on and help to make our communities safer. It has been an awesome afternoon speaking with Samuel Efosa-Austin. Thank you so much, Samuel, for coming. Once again, we'd like to raise the awareness on chikungunya outbreak, which is carried by the Aedes mosquitoes, the same vector that is responsible for dengue fever. So if you have any report of sudden fever, severe joint pain, headache, muscle pain, fatigue, you need to get that reported. You know, right here in Lagos, we have the Infectious Diseases Hospital, or rather the general hospitals. You can also go there and make sure you don't keep such a patient at home, all right? Because Nigerians have to be proactive in doing away with this particular disease condition. My name remains Fayo Williams, and I'm available across social media at Fayo Williams is my handle. This program is sponsored by Rely Supply Limited, makers of first aid boxes, and we provide first aid training as well. You can call for our services by dialing 081 8131 56. I'll say that again, 0818 1313156. Till I come your way again, it's via con Dios, which means go with God.